Welcome back to day 3 of Breakfast from Roth. My name is Bob Babbitt, and we are brought to you by Nitro and Flapjacked, 30th anniversary of Challenge Roth. And how can we do that without having our defending champion, the Xena Princess Warrior, Caroline Steffen. Caroline, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. Thanks for having me back.
I love having you with us, and here or in Kona, wherever it is. It's always an honor to chat with you. I want to start off with Chris McCormack, who has become your coach, not just a mentor, but a coach. What has he brought to the table for you?
Yeah, it's a great change. I was a bit worried after Kona last year with all the changes happened, but I'm so happy with him. He's a really great coach. He's coaching me great, and I like his new program he sent me. And I think I improved again, and I'm a happy racer and trainer again, and I reckon that's the most important part of it.
It really is. It's having somebody who is always positive, who's always going to give you the truth. Right, he's not going to sugarcoat it.
No, not
but
at all.
He can do it. He can do it and make it sound okay, and tell you that you stink.
When we started working together, he said, "Send me a list of what you need, what you want, and what you think you're good in, and what you hate, and what
Yes.
you want me to do with you." And I sent him a whole list, and one of the points was, "Don't just be honest. Just
Yes.
tell me straight. Like that's good what you do, or that's just shit, and
Yes.
that's what we have to improve." And yeah, that's what I like with him. He's just so honest, straightforward, and he's not a normal, like, as a coach.
Right.
He's an athlete, and he won Kona twice. He won Roth 4 times, so he knows what we're talking about, and that's just I think that's the extra 10% on the top I need, just something different.
It's interesting is when I was talking to Timothy O'Donnell, and he works with Mark Allen now. And he said, what I like about working with Mark Allen is Mark had problems in Kona. It took him a while to work it out. It took him like 6-7 times to finally win it, and Chris is the same way.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, I watched all the races Chris did in Hawaii, and he was walking, crumbling,
Yes.
just struggling and pulling out, and then he got second. So he knows what it means to get second, and he knows what it means to get back on the line and then finally grab the win. And he done it in his 5th time, his
Right.
5th try in Kona, and this year going to be my 5th try too. So I hope that's my favorite number too. So
5 is your favorite number.
Yeah.
Now tell me about the lucky charms that you have on your bike.
Oh yeah, my little lion, a little lion, little angel. Oh no, it's not a lion anymore, it's a sheep now.
It's a sheep.
I lost the
You
lion.
switch them around?
Yeah, I lost the lion, so I have a sheep now.
And where do they hang? Are they like
They're behind my seat.
behind your seat? Okay.
Yeah.
So they're aerodynamic.
Yeah, no.
Whatever. Yeah.
Who cares? They keep me safe. And
They keep you safe.
yeah, I started having them on my bike as a bike rider. That's what girls doing. Pro cyclists, they have a little lucky charm somewhere. And
Well, you have to, because that racing is the close contact of that racing.
a couple crashes.
Either there's 2 types of cyclists. Either you've crashed or you're going to crash.
I got a couple times crashed.
Crashed.
So
So when you were a cyclist, professional cyclist, but there was something missing because you were the person who was pulling the other person. You were the one who was leading out for somebody else to win. Was that hard for you?
that was really a hard part because I trained really hard. I was training all day, and I wasn't allowed to win. I was just allowed to help out, and I got once a chance. They said, okay, today we give you the chance and you can win this race, and I got massive support of the team, which was great, and I won the race.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I want to have that next weekend as well. And next
they're
weekend,
like, no, it's somebody else's turn.
Yeah, someone else's turn. And I'm like, oh.
That's not really fair. I want to turn everywhere.
Well, that's just road cycling. That's how it works.
Right.
But it doesn't work for me. So.
Well, and that's when I look at it. You swam and then sort of burnt out with that, and then the cycling. You realize that I want something more, right? You've got that type of talent. Then triathlon, and you've been second in Kona. You've had ITU World Championships. You've done a lot in the sport. Was it hard to make a change to a different coach when you've had a lot of success?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was member of Team TVB for the last 4 years, and having Brett as a coach, you can't barely get any better coach. I mean,
right.
I was more than happy with Brett, and he I was nothing when I met Brett. I was an age group, and I wasn't even a pro. And he was the one who built me up to be a world champion. So it was really hard to go through this change, and I was really worried last year. I was kind of hiding a tiny bit after Kona last year, and but sometimes it's just time to make a change.
Yeah.
And I had the gut feeling of that's the moment I have to do something else and something different. And leaving Team TBB was a heartbeat, and leaving my coach, and yeah. But I'm happy with all the decisions I make. I reckon
the right decisions.
Yeah, the right decisions.
Now, do you have family here?
Yeah, my dad is here, as usual.
Yes, he comes all the races, right?
Yeah, he's following me, like, not all around the world, but
all the big races.
Yeah, the big race. He surprised me last year in Kona. He showed up with his with the big Swiss cowbells and then Swiss flag, and so he's a massive support out there. And my mom gonna be here too.
Yes.
On Sunday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's.
So they'll be out on the course.
Yeah, she doesn't really know what I'm doing out there. It's just a long day, and she likes to watch me, and but she doesn't really care whatever.
Yeah, but how important is that, having family out here?
Oh, I mean, I saw my mom last November the last time, and my dad, I saw him last time in Hawaii. So I see my family maybe twice a year. So it's great to have them on the course, and it's a massive support, and I really appreciate that.
And having your dad out here last year when you won.
Oh yeah, he's my biggest fan, and he always has little tears in his eyes when I'm doing great. And even if I'm not doing great, he doesn't really care either.
Yes.
But he's a massive support, and he's very proud.
It's unconditional. Parents support you unconditionally,
no
matter what happens.
Something
that's what they're
very
there
special.
for.
Yeah.
So with this stadium right behind us, where you had that one of your biggest wins, winning here last year, what are your thoughts on this year? How ready are you for this race?
Well, it's definitely a big race for me. I'm focused for this race since I started to work with Chris, and I'm definitely fit and ready to go. See how it goes on Sunday. I think it's going to be a really fast race.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fast on the bike. I think we're going to get close to Chris's record. I hope so.
Really?
Yeah.
8:18.
No, not that record, just on the bike. I'm not talking about 8:18.
2:44. Come on, what's wrong with that?
No, I'm talking about the 4:36 on the bike. And
yes.
See what's left in run. Don't think it can run a
240.
240.
Macca told me you're running 240 flat. That's what he said.
He's a liar.
No, but I look at the field. You've got two-time Ironman world champion Marinda Carfrae, who you know very well, Rebecca Keats, and Rachel Joyce. And you've got a heck of a field here.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's great for the female triathlon sport.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean,
Michelle Vesterby.
I always pick the big race. I like to race Hawaii. I like to race Roth. I like to race the 4,000 points races. I just love if I have like.
You want to go where the best people are.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's not like you're going to have some 20-year career.
No,
you know
it pushes me to go even faster. So
and to train harder.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not motivated to go for a race somewhere in the middle of nowhere and no one knows and no one is there and I get to have a win in half an hour ahead. That's not fun. I wanna.
You want to beat the best
real war
when they're all ready to go.
Yeah, definitely.
So that you know that you're the best.
Yeah, and with Challenge Roth, we get this opportunity, and I'm really thankful for that.
You with this field, and what makes this course so special? When you look at the map, it doesn't look like it should be that fast, right? Because the bike course looks like there's a lot of climbs in it, and I don't know if it's the competition, if it's the crowds, if it's the pavement, what it is that makes this race so fast, or everything.
It's a mix of this uphill, but the long stretch of downhills, and depends on where you get the wind from. I reckon that's a huge impact too. And then of course the crowd. I mean, you go through a little town every second K, and there's little parties on and huge crowd. You don't get that in other races, like if you do a race in Australia, you're just on a highway for 180K, you barely have any support. But here you have every 2K, you have massive support and Solar Hill. I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. And last year I got up in the morning like, yeah, I can race Roth. I was just so excited just to be in Roth and being on this course. And this year it feels a kind of bit the same. I'm just so excited to be back in and racing, and I reckon that's the extra push you get, and that makes it maybe that fast.
What would it mean to you to win this for second time in a row?
Not just for me, I reckon also for Chris, that would be
Yes.
huge for us. And after grabbing a big win in Melbourne, that would just be amazing. And I mean, defending a title, it's never easy, but it would mean a lot, because Challenge Roth, that's a major race, it's a big race, and being on this list of the winners, I'm on the list already, but I always want to be twice. Yeah.
Well, and I know the big one that's out there is Kona, and obviously after this race, maybe a little time off, and then start to build up to Kona. Will you do anything now that Macca's in your corner? Will you do anything different, more of a training camp in Kona or anything like that?
Yeah, we're gonna head over to Kona in end of August, early September, to spend a couple of weeks on the course.
Yes.
So, just see the course and train hard on the course. And I was already in Hawaii, in Kona, in April for 2 weeks, and checked out the course for once outside of this craziness of
Ironman
race week. Yeah, and I felt quite different. Yeah.
You can focus on it and look at so you can sort of analyze different parts of the course.
After the last 4 years being on this island and never really got that what I was looking for, the win, and I start to kind of hate this place a tiny bit. And Chris sent me out last April to Kona to start to love the place, and I was like, it's going to be really hard. But after 2 weeks, I was really falling in love with this place, and now we're heading back just to go for decent training as well. And
well, you become part of the family over there. You started finding people to train with, and friends, and restaurants, and all the rest of it.
Yeah, I met a lot of people. I joined swim groups in the morning and went for breakfast afterwards. And we just started to get involved in this
become part of the island.
Yeah. And
I love that.
Got a nice homestay as well, so I'm involved.
You're all ready.
And it feels like it's like a new home base. I can actually call a home base. Yeah. So.
When I look back at the 2012 race with with Leanda Cave catching you really in just the last couple miles, I'm sure. I mean, you had a great race. You took second place, but I'm sure knowing you and knowing what a competitor you are, you're thinking that sort of you look back and go, I should have had that one.
Oh, definitely. In the morning at SwimStar, I was absolutely sure that's my race, and I was fitter than ever before. And but yeah, unlucky you got this penalty 40k in a bike ride, which I'm still saying wasn't fair at all.
What was it for? Who knows? One of those.
There was a pro male sitting in a girl's bunch, and just pretty much told him to piss off and not stirring up our race. And then I got
you got a penalty for that.
Oh yeah, I was overtaking him and like, go away, that's not your bunch, and got back into the group after I was leading for a certain time. And referee came up and said, you have to overtake the whole group. And I was like, yeah, but he's not even in our race. He's different category, and he's actually 3 minutes back because he had a 3 minute head start. And said, no, 4 minutes. Oh, he gave me a red card. I was like, what's that for? I never had a penalty before. And he was like, you get 4 minutes. I said, for what? He's back. He's 3 minutes behind. I was like, no, you get 4 minutes. So I had to stop after 40k, 4 minutes. And then catch the girls back at the turnaround. But
you used a lot of energy to do that.
I just lost so much energy to catch up 4 minutes in 50k. But I was definitely, still think I was definitely the strong bike rider I was out there on this day. And I just lost too much energy. And then that was missing in the last three.
Too.
Well, I was just devastated. Like I was trying so hard the whole year, like everyone else as well. And I showed really fit and everything was in control. And then someone is coming up and giving you this
out of nowhere.
It's just and it was my like I said before, first penalty ever, so I wasn't really sure what to do and how to deal with that. And and I was really devastated. And then getting so close to first, and I felt kind of my win just took away.
Sometimes when things like that happen, it motivates you, and it'll it's something you're always drawing on, because obviously every detail that was a couple of years ago, and it still bothers you. So it's something that's motivating you, and Chris will help you use that.
Oh, it took me a long time to get out of this massive hole I had afterwards. I was really, really devastated. And actually last year in Roth, Challenge Roth, that was the first year when I felt like I'm back.
I'm back to yourself.
I'm back racing and back to actually win again and back to myself, So it took me a half a year to get over it.
Well, that's such an important race, of course.
I was back, and then I grabbed the win with 8:40, and
yes.
So that win last year was massive for me. And I know there was a couple of pictures up at the award with Caroline in tears. No one really understood exactly why, but that was just because I went through such a big hole and get myself back out of this hole and grabbing the win, and then see the big poster up and attend. And
at the awards during dinner, they take down the old poster. They reveal the new champion.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't know that was happening.
No.
It took you by surprise, and there's your picture, gigantic, up on the wall, winning this one of the most important races in the world, and you got very emotional.
Yeah, that was really emotional, a big surprise, and my mom was in the background as well in his poster, and I was actually very proud of myself to get through such a big hole and then getting back on a top, and so it was a very emotional moment last year, and that's why I love Challenge Roth. It's just such a great event.
It's a great
emotional.
place.
You get a lot of surprise every day.
There's always surprises.
Yeah.
Hey, Caroline, thank you so much for taking time.
Thanks for having me.
Always love chatting. Again, we are brought to you by Nitro and Flapjack. My name is Bob Babbitt. Caroline Steffen, the defending champion, has been our guest. Later. All yours, buddy.